What up, family? Cost you nothing to hit that like button, fam. Quavo. We all seen the tragic situation with Takeoff. We all seen Quavo, he was the one arguing, shooting the dice, getting down with the gangsterism, right? Even in Chris Brown knew this record. He was saying that, the public was saying that it should have been Quavo instead of Takeoff, right? We all know that they was down in the H-Town on Mobties' watch. In the process of them being down in the H-Town, fam, we seen Takeoff lose his life. We seen J. Prince Jr. and everybody else pretty much walking over Takeoff. We seen the case with Takeoff take a turn. Even the forensic analysts have been fired due to mishaps in that case. DJ Pat, the dude that's incarcerated, that was incarcerated on Takeoff death, is free, out on bond. A lot of people were saying Jay Prince had the forensic analysts do what they was doing for him to beat the case. I don't know that. It's either here or there. Now, Quavo is linking with individuals like G Herbo in the hood, doing diss records with Quavo, with Chris Brown, all against Chris Brown, all behind, a female, right? Now, fans is on Quavo top, and I am too right now. And they is saying, how you gonna beef with Chris Brown and them, and you ain't beefing with J. Prince and them, J. Prince Jr. and them, J.S. Prince, who was on, y'all was on their watch and Takeoff was killed. You ain't saying nothing about that, but you dropping diss records against something that don't even matter about a woman. I thought about that. I said, man, that's true. Even when I first heard the diss record with Quavo, I'm like, man, what, really? With that going on with Takeoff? That the move that he making right now, I got to say, it's a lame move, bro. It make Quavo look soft. And I'm not encouraging nobody to be hard or get into no trouble or nothing like that. But this your nephew, fam, that died. You know what I mean? How you gonna be beefing with an R&B singer and you ain't dropped nothing talking about the Prince family, nothing that happened, that situation, not even DJ Pat, the one that killed your relative, fam. See, this is the part of the game the way I be talking about the misleading with a lot of these rappers that's not really about that, not really living like that, fam. I'm not encouraging none to live like that. But if you gon' fool the community, like one doing, dropping these diss records, playing gangster, doing all these different things, don't pick and choose, the battle. Especially when it comes to your cousin losing his life. This is, your cousin dead, ain't no more coming back. I don't even see a lot of the industry even talking about Takeoff like that. You notice how, when Pac died, it was a lot of tears, a lot of his name still ringing today, legend. That ain't happening no more with artists dying because there's so many of them dying. And if you out in the rap game, not just in the rap game, in life period, you know how the old people used to leave land and, the kids take care of it. I mean, it ain't no more of that, no more legendary stuff. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people want to leave their legacy. You feel what I'm saying? In the hip hop game or in the streets, fam, and you just gonna fade off like everybody else. It's no use of chasing that. Quavo one of them ones that got a point to prove to people that he don't even need to prove a point to. All the millions of dollars, I'm not riding with none of these diss tracks that none of them doing, fam. I don't want to hear none of it. Because if you really like that, go ahead and crash out. I'm used to the one that's really real and really out here crashing out. Not the ones that just talking, fam, making themselves look good, riding against the rhythm of what they have seen. You feel me? And I'm not encouraging that. But if you're going to get down for anything, Quavo, get down for your relative that's dead. One may say, well, you know, Jay Prince and them, they didn't exactly pull the trigger. It was on their watch, fam. You know, it's a big check-in thing that individuals do when they go into certain cities. You know, anything happen that's out of bounds, it's on the people you checked in with. It's just what it is. It's a big fact. I don't even see them posting Takeoff no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is a young man that brought something to the game that had never been before, fam. He deserved all the recognition possible like anybody else, you know. But I'm seeing that, I guess the way that he was quiet, you know, wasn't that gangster. You know, people don't take on to that like it had been a Big Jook or a Dolph that's talking a certain street language. You feel me? But we got to be honest with this thing, fam. A lot of these people, you know what I'm saying, especially in the hip-hop community, they just taking from us, homie. They not putting nothing back. They don't care about these young brothers dying, fam. They don't care about Takeoff death. Everybody just on to the next after something happened. And it just saddened me to see Quavo move on it, and this his nephew like he doing. They did a tribute, think BET Awards or something, all that different. Man, that's cool. You feel what I'm saying? They might have to hit you up to make you and ask you to do that. But I'm talking about, fam, doing something in Takeoff name, a foundation, giving back, speaking to the hip-hop community about hip-hop deaths, fam, and how it affect the family. We not seeing none of this from none of these dudes, especially Quavo. And you mean to tell me that you want to drop a diss record on Chris Brown and you ain't said nothing about the man that killed your nephew? You ain't saying nothing about the people, you know, because DJ Pat, he was down, and I don't want to sound like I'm trying to start a war. But I just want y'all to see the fakeness, fam, in a lot of these artists. And they've been getting away with it for years, fooling the community like they on that type of time. And the YGs looking up to them, they get on that type of time. Migos had so much influence and still do, fam, believe it or not, when it come to Quavo, when it come to the flow, the way that they were dressing, you know what I'm saying, different things like that. Influence is very heavy, fam. And when you got that power like Quavo got in his hand to change things due to your relative, your nephew dying, fam. You know, you got the power to change other situations when it come to black on black crime, deaths, gambling, all these different things, hip hop, moving around, going to different cities. Because that's when one die, fam, it not only affect that person, you know, a lot of people die with that person. They love them so much. I don't see that with Quavo at all, close as they was. You know, he just back to the dropping diss records against people that it don't even mean nothing, fam. I don't get a lot of these artists. I don't get a lot of people in the world right now, period, when it comes to disgrading the one that really love you. Like, people rock with strangers more than the people that really love them and there for them. And I know Takeoff would have did totally different if Quavo had died, fam. He would have been keeping his name alive in the best way. But make sure you hit that like button, family, and make sure you hit that subscribe button. I'm out.